Doing pretty well today. I'm Samuel Gutierrez, your friend, and today we have a special video which it is going to help us to develop a little bit more our ability to communicate in English. Okay, so for today we have a special myth or legend which I have listened for a lot because I come from the countryside. I have lived the most of the time in the countryside, and it is about El Moan. Yeah? I have listened so much about this special character, and I have always listened about that this character with big hands and body covered in long hair and long, sharp nails. El Moan is well really known in the rural areas from El Tolima. It was known as a man who caused fear among women who like to visit the rivers in the afternoon. Historians say he would appear sitting on a rock by the river. Next to the river, he always is smoking a cigarette, and the and people say that he would magically make young girls disappear. In the moment about the past, that was a real really problem because they never know if they were safe next to the river, because as you know, so many people used to go to the river to wash the clothes. So for today we have a special guest. Let me introduce our first guest, who is going to tell us their I'm sorry. She's going to tell us her stories related to El Moad. She is Jasmine Martinez. Hello, Jasmine. Good afternoon.
Hi Samuel, how are you?
Doing pretty well, my friend. Doing well. Okay, Jasmine. So you have something. I'm sorry. You have something to tell us about El Moad. What can share with us?
Yes, first, thank you very much for inviting me to share my story about the Moan. And it's true, Samuel. For example, when I was a child, I was around 7 years old. At home, my grandmother taught us to be careful about going alone to the river in the afternoon because the Moan would take us. Uh, we we grow up with the image of this bad man who could make us disappear. There are many stories in the towns of Tolima along the Magdalena River. And the chroniclers say that this mythological character lived in a cave and only came out to enchant, enchant young woman and fisherman. The Moam was a man with a wild appearance, with long hair and big eyes, who lived. Uh, it was said that he had the power to hypnotize young women with his gaze and attack a fisherman with his melodic singing. The stories told how those who fell under his spell disappeared without a trace, uh, feeding the fear and respect towards this mysterious character along the Magdalena River. The stories of the Moan always reminding us of the thing between reality and legend.
Okay, Jasmine, that is so really interesting. So the Moan not only attacked the young girls, but also the fishermen. That I think that was like a small problems for the workers who were interesting about the fish by the river. Okay, Jasmine, perfect, very good. Thank you very much to share with us. Yeah, as as I have told you previously, basically this is an important story of our folklore. Yeah, these kind of stories are told by so many regions along Colombia, and are an important clue to keeping the history in our country. Let's listen another important history from Sofia. Welcome, Sofia, and let us know about your story.
In the central region of Magdalena, Colombia, it is said to from Ilarco purification to Guataquisitio in Coelho. The stories were very different. For example, there they say that El Moan presented himself young man with bright eyes, large mouth, and with even gold teeth and thick mane or flame-colored hair with a long beard of the same color. I remember when I was 12 years old, I heard that El Moan was very romantic and that he often persuaded women who washed the clothes in the river. So many people said that he looked rich with many rings, with money, and that he often fell in love with the young girls on the riverbanks. But I want what happened when the fisherman Luz. Can you tell me?
Okay, Sophia, thank you very much for those declarations. That is so really important. Know a little bit more about this myth that is in our country. Last but not least, over here we have another interesting guest who is going to tell us a little bit more about El Moan. Luz Cabrera. Hello, Luz. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Samuel. How are you?
Doing well, my friend. Doing well. Thank you very much for asking. Luz, what
Thank,
about El
thank you for
Moan? What can you tell us?
thank you for the invitation. And this is my history. A fisherman the field was Mohan Wool Street over the canoe. Thousand then to lose a day's hard work and guts. They believed he had the power to control the river and will show his anger in the storm. In this point, my grandmother told us they could hear his louder and strange crash is shown over the water. One local resident said many times they saw him floating by on a rock, playing a guitar or a flute, looking airy and mysterious. These stories spirit, making the Mohan a source of thrill and fascination along the river banks. Thank you for that invitation, and this is my story. Thank you.
Okay, Luz, you are always welcome, my friend. Well, as you have heard, we have a lot of fascinating stories, among so many others that maybe we don't know. In light of the stories surrounding this mythical figure, some residents of towns, in special El Espinal, Suarez, Natagaima, Honda, and others, they avoid passing along by the Magdalena River at night, especially. Uh, my question for you, would you be able to pass along at night near this river? That is a question that I want that you answer by the comments, okay? Okay, my friends, thank you very much to be here with me today, and see you in a next English video. Jasmine, Luz, thank you very much to be here with me today, and see you in the next opportunity, okay? Bye-bye.
You bye.
Bye. I hope you see again.
Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much.